Here's how you make buttermilk if you don't have any. So we have to make this milk get curdled, which means it's going to spoil a little bit. But that means it's going to be able to, when it combines with baking soda, it will release a gas to make the bread cook.
What bread?
When we make soda bread. We're going to do that in a little bit after we make the buttermilk. We're going to make soda bread. Okay? Okay, so if you have an older child with you, you might want to use a liquid measuring cup. And if you zoom in, you can see that we have the 1 cup measurement, and then you've got the 1/4 cup and 1/2 cup and 3/4 cup measurements. So if you have an older sibling like Robert here, you might want to use these. But with your colts, I typically don't use this type of tool because it has some advanced math concepts. So maybe when they're in the pre-K classes, they'll want to use these. But in our class, we use the dry measuring cups because this helps us work on controlling physically the measuring cup and the liquid and being able to balance and fill it up and not overfill it. And so that's kind of some of the skills we're learning here. If you're trying to challenge your colt, you might want to use this and discuss the math concepts in it, but we're not going to. We're going to use regular dry measuring cups, okay? So we need 1 3/4 cups of milk. This is a 1 cup measuring tool, and this is a 1/4 cup measuring tool. So how many of these are we going to use to make 1 3/4 cups?
1.
1 of those. All right, go ahead and pour in 1.
1 of what?
1 thing of buttermilk, 1 cup of buttermilk.
I don't think I can do that.
Why don't you get up so that if you're taller, it might be easier for you to control it. Yeah. And it's full. All right, so you can pour it in here. All right, so that's 1 cup. And now we need 3/4 cups.
Oh!
How many of these do we need?
3.
3, that's right.
This is 1. That's 2. Where's 3?
Well, this is a 1/4 cup. So if you add 3 of these, then you have 3/4. So you just need to fill that and pour it 3 times. Okay?
Well, I'm not really good at filling.
Well, it's okay if you make mistakes.
Can you hold it in place?
Yeah. Getting help is a good idea. Is it full? All right. That's okay. So we just learned something. We learned that you need to stop filling it when it gets all the way full.
Sorry, but I accidentally tilted it out.
So you learned that you tilted it out too far. And next time we won't tilt it out as far.
Can I suck it out?
No.
I'll drink it.
No, we're gonna clean it with a cloth.
Drain.
You can cut. Okay, so that was 1/4 cup.
Pour it
And
in.
we have cleaned up our mess.
Okay.
And now you ready to pour it again?
No, you pour it.
No, you pour it.
I'll hold it.
But you've learned to not tilt it so far. So now, let's see if we can do it or if we have another learning opportunity, aka mistake. Hey, look at that. Look at that. All right.
Oh, it splashed.
That's okay. That's not a big deal. We make messes when we cook.
We learned another thing. Don't splash.
That's right.
Okay, hold it in place.
Uh-huh.
1 more time.
I got it. You got this. Perfect.
I can hold it.
You're like an expert now.
Let go.
When you let your child make mistakes and you talk about how mistakes are important for learning, they gain confidence in their abilities and they want to try it themselves. Hey, how about you go wash your hands now, bud?
I licked it off my hand.
Yeah, you did. Okay, the next thing we're going to do is add 1 more tablespoon of milk. Okay, I'll go ahead and do this real quick. All right, just real quick. And I'll let you do the next step. Oh,
Mom!
splashed a little bit. It's okay. All right, now to get the milk to curdle, we're going to be adding some lemon juice. If you don't have lemon juice, vinegar will also work. We need something acidic to make the milk go bad. So, do you want to pour in 1 tablespoon of lemon juice?
Okay, that's it.
It needs to be full.
There.
All right. Now, you can gently mix it. We don't need to whisk it. We don't need to make big bubbles. We're just going to mix it up a little bit. All right, I think that's fine. So the milk and the lemon juice need some time to combine to curdle up a little bit. So we're going to put it in the fridge and we're going to wait about 15 minutes and then it should be ready to bake with.